Hello everyone, my name is Karim Abou Shousha. I am senior lighting artist at Ubisoft, and today I'm gonna teach you how you can get realism lighting look in Unreal Engine by using the default light system in Unreal Engine, and also I will teach you some tips in post-processing and in the lighting to get the light mood like this. Okay, I think many of you saw many videos before for the interior scenes from the games, and it looks very realistic. And actually, I was planning to make the video to show you these tips and how you can get this realism look, because it's quite hard to get nice lighting and bounced lighting, especially in the interior scenes. And this scene I will leave the link below. You can download from Fab. It's free, so if you want to practice you can get it. So let's get started. But before we start, as you can see here, the light looks very natural. Everything has balanced, and even the white balance looks very nice. Okay, this time we will not use HDRI. I know many videos that I made before I use HDRI light, but here the right step to use the correct light if you want really used in the game, because we are using in our games, for example at Ubisoft or any other game company, they use the same principle of light. Okay, so the first thing, I'm gonna hide this light. So now we have no light. I will create new sublevel. Okay, and let's call this test. Okay, drag it and drop here. So there's two things you have to make it before we start. Firstly, go plugin and search for HDRI. Make sure you enable, and then you have to restart your engine. And also from the project setting, because I am using the latest version of Unreal Engine, so search for Mega Light. Okay, and we can search for Lumen also. Make sure the Lumen system it's turned on. Okay, this is the only two things you have to make in the setting. Okay, so here I will start with the first layer, which is gonna be the skylight. Okay, I know many artists, they asked me why didn't you use the skylight, so here we're gonna use the skylight. Okay, so I will add the skylight anywhere, doesn't matter. Okay, and then I will add direction light. Okay, so we create the layers that we are looking for. Then it's very important to add it. It's sky atmosphere. Okay, to have this natural color of sky. Okay, so now I'm gonna select the direction light. Okay, I will try to put the direction light in the good position. Okay, so let's bring it here. Okay, so we'll keep everything as a default, and then I will add the post-processing, because it's important to start to balance the mood. Okay, everything now it's overexposure and has too many bright, so I will add post-processing. Okay, search for infinity, turn this on, and the first step we're gonna go and turn it on auto exposure. Okay, keep this one, and in min and max put as 1. Okay, now let's bring it back to the dark. Okay, from the skylight I will add more intensity, so because I need the interior to bring more light from the skylight and from the exterior. Okay, and you have to always check the frame rates here, so we still have a very good frame rate. Okay, so 1, you see it's dark, but 5 will bring more skylight to the interior scene. Okay, and it's one of the tips to get realism look. All right, so now I will go to the post processing, bring it back to post processing, and turn on plume effect. Okay, and change to this option. Okay, now we have to find, I just need to find the light. let's try to bring the light more down here. Okay, so as you can see here, the light shadow, the shadow is too sharp, so we need to make it more softer. So here I will add, let's say 5, and when you increase this value, you will get more, the radius of the sun is gonna be more bigger. Okay, so be careful when you use this. So we can use 3, it's a good value. Okay, now we have too much bright. We'll go back to the post-processing, and from the plume I will reduce the amount, the intensity. Okay, now this intensity, it looks natural. So there is something else. When you ever take your camera and start to capture any exterior scene, especially the scenes like this, it's dry, dusty, so the camera always get dirt. Okay, so to get this effect, I just need first to find the HDRI here. Okay, I will not add it, so I just need to find it here because I add this image. Okay, so this image you can find in Google, you can find even with better resolution. Okay, just drag it and drop. Go back to the post processing, and now we're gonna search for dirt. Okay, so we have dirt mask here. Turning this on, drag it and drop. All right, and then from the intensity, I will add more intensity, and also the tint. You can change the tint color. Okay, so I will keep it white. Now if we take a look on the sun, now we have this dirt effect, and you can even see this effect when we add the light here. Okay, but it's not this step. Now the light looks okay, but we need to bring more realism look. Okay, so sorry, I will go back to the bloom, chromatic, add here 0.3, it's a good value. And here, one of the tabs, the shadow contrast, which is very, very important to get realism look. If you take a look here, the place looks too dark. And here is the point, when you try to add more light intensity, you get overexposure light, and the place, it gets flat. So we need to keep the balance between the intensity and the details. Okay, so here I will make the value, change the value to 0.6. Just take a look at the difference between this and this one. Now we have realism, more realism look, because it normally, when the light hit the ground, it should bounce it to the ceiling. Okay, or to the ceiling on the top. So but this one, there is no bounced light. Okay, but with this one we have something like blending light. Okay, it's make blending light. All right, details is strange. I will add 1.1. okay, mid gray, it's up to you. You can add mid gray. Sometimes I would prefer to put 0.3 for mid gray to make more blend. Okay, so for now it's enough. Sharpness, I will add 1, and here it's up to you. If you are working in the game first person, you can add vignette point to just keep the player focus on some area, but I will leave it 0.5 for now. Okay, so make sure you enable Lumen. Okay, and also go here, Lumen, and from the project default, change it to light, hit lighting for reflection, and the quality 4. Okay, so now the scene is ready, but I have two problems. The directional light, for me, it looks too bright. Okay, and the scene, it looks okay, but we need to just tweak some options. So the first option I would like to do, go to the post processing and mid tones, Gain, I will just move to more blue, just add a little bit blue. Okay. And the best thing when you work on the default lighting, so now if we move the light direction, you see we get this nice light. Okay, but the sky it's missing the cloud, so I will search for cloud, volumetric cloud. Now we have the cloud. Okay, now everything looks fine, but it's not natural. Okay, so we need to make more blending. So now it's time to work on the sky atmos. Okay, in the sky atmos there is two things I am always do here. So the first option here, you can change the color or for the light. So I am trying to get more white balance. Okay, so this value it's fine. And here you can add more cloud effect. Okay, so if we go back here, you see the sky now gets darker. So here it's too flat, and here now it looks much better. Okay, even here if you take a look, when we change this value, we get lower intensity of the direction light. Okay, but I don't want to have this mood, so we're gonna keep it white. And also it's missing fog, so I will add fog and turn on the volumetric fog. Okay, we can make, because the place, as we said, the place is dry and dusted, so we can bring more fog intensity. Okay, and because we need to have nice effect on the top, so we can keep it like this. Okay, if it sorry, if you take a look on the sky now, it looks more natural, okay, like in real life, but still missing some details. Okay, so here I will go back to the directional light, change the movable, and I don't want to have this intensity, so we can just make it 4 or 5. And volumetric, let's add 3 to have more volumetric effect. Okay, and if we go back here, now I just need to have this white balance. Okay, and the light, directional light, I will change, oh sorry, I will change the value, the position. I just need to find a good spot. Okay, sometimes I would like to turn this off and turn this on. Okay, so now let's go here. I feel the fog is too much, so 0.5, yeah, this value it's very nice. If we take a look here now, the scene, it looks more realism. Okay, I'm very sorry, but I'm sick. So the scene, it's missing the ambient occlusion. Okay, and to turn on the ambient occlusion, I will leave this two common in the video below. Okay, so you can copy and paste it, and just paste it here. So you put there, and now go back to the post processing and search for ambient. Okay, and turn on the ambient. Okay, to tweak the ambient occlusion, you can simply go lit and buffer visualization and search for ambient occlusion. Okay, now we can just see the ambient occlusion. So I'm gonna add, I will put the value on 1. And here the most important thing, I don't need to go crazy with the ambient occlusion. I just need to highlight the details because I need to see the details here. Take a look on this one and this one. Now I will see more details on the dusted or the dirt or the little stone on the ground. Okay, so the value, it's okay. I will see, maybe I will just increase or reduce the value. Okay, but let's go back to lit and take a look here. Okay, so this one, okay, you see here the difference when this flat, but with this one we can see the details. Okay, and this is how it should be looks in the real life. Okay, so now I will go back to the post processing. Here the post processing. Okay, and go to the contrast. We can add more contrast to just have more contrast on the sky, and keep this one, that's fine. So now if we turn this off, you see we have more contrast, which is bring more realism also. But sometimes I would like to just keep it 1.1, that's enough. And the light, I still feel, because it's cloudy day, so I don't want to have this brightness. Okay, so we go back to the sky atmos, and yeah, I want first to change this value to 0.2. okay, to start to see more sky. And from here, if I change this value, I will get lower intensity without effect on the scene overall. Okay, so now this light, I don't, as a realism, don't try to put very high contrast. Okay, you will miss some realism look because your eye doesn't really see this high contrast in the scene. Okay, I'll just go back here and I will remove the ones that I had, and to make sure the light it's visible, to right click and change to always loaded. Okay, there is something wrong here. There is nothing. Always loaded. Maybe the skylight. Not sure about the sky. Oh yeah, the sky. You see, sometimes the sky doesn't update it. Doesn't give you the real updated. Okay. So now the scene, it's a bit darker. Okay, so the way we can do, I can go to the exposure, or we can even keep it like this for now. I think that's a good value. Okay, and go back to the sky. Let's try to bring this more. Okay, so for me that's it. Yeah, the light now, it looks nice. We can add more bloom if you wish, but it's up to you. So now the light is not that bad. Okay, maybe we can increase the value to 10. Okay, and now if we play the game, it seems to be like this. Okay, this here it looks way darker, so we can go to we can check where it is. Yes, this one. Okay, and just make it 0.5. Okay, so 0.5 now it's a good value. So now we can play with this one. It's time to add the light. I will not create the light, but we can copy. I will just copy the light here. Okay, so just add this light. So if we play now, you see the light for me, it's a bit stronger. So, and we can put the value on 4000. Now it's matching with the realism look what we have now. Okay, so take a look here now. The scene looks very nice, and we can see, you see, we can really see the details on the ground. Okay, the scene now, we have some nice fog effect and dry, it's dusty. So if we go here, there is nothing overexposure. Okay, and this the most important thing that we are looking for, to have everything balanced. So now you're seeing running on 55 FPS. Okay, everything looks nice. The skylight looks natural, the bounced light looks fine. The only thing is missing, maybe you can add more bounced light here if you want. Okay, to bring more bounced light from the direction light or the sunlight. Okay, but other than that, I think everything looks okay for now. There is no overexposure lighting. You see here the light looks very nice. When we take a look on the light here, also we can add where it is, this light we can add volumetric to have this nice effect. You see. Okay, so that's it. And for sure you can use the other way by adding the sky the HDRI light, which is something also you can add it, but this the professional way to add your light, because as I mentioned before, you can in the game you need to put the skylight and the directional light, because many games now has 24-hour circle light circle. Okay, so to just make sure you are doing the correct light. So look at the sky, looks very natural. Even the clouds, it's matching. Okay, and it's blending with the scene. So one more thing, it's last thing, this very nice tab here, it's called tend. if you want to switch from the day to night, you can simply turn on scene color tint and just change the mood. You see, boom, we can go to the exposure. You can just bring it down and you can start to add your more lights in the place. So here we can add more radius, and the bounce, it's at this one, the bounced light maybe 20 or yeah, 10 enough. Yeah, maybe something like this. You see, we bring more light. For sure you can go back to the contrast. At night I don't like to add more contrast because it's gonna be very dark, and here is the way also you can get more realism look in at night. So don't add too much contrast. You see the difference between this contrast, the default contrast, and this one. So now we blending this light. The light, we can turn off the temperature and we can add it manually. Okay, so yeah, just boom, we have this nice mood of it. With very simple step, you don't really need to go crazy with the light or change too much thing. No, you can even use, because at night the moonlight looks white, okay, doesn't look blue. So now we have this nice balanced. Okay, so yeah, so that's it. So I wish you like this video. Please don't forget to share this video and leave your comments. Your comments is very important to me. And sorry I cough a lot today, but I am very sick, so sorry again for this, and see you in next video. Bye bye.